Leshak might be. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
It is okay.
NIP made me doubt it with a TA ban, but I think, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the TA ban and I started thinking about mid-heroes and heroes in particular to kind of dump damage into the chrono. Leshak can do a reasonably good job, like you were mentioning. And Axe is going to be that counter to Bristleback and Weaver, at least some additional form of catch, some disable to be able to get up in their faces.
Remaining.
It stops potential brood picks as well, which NIP is
5
known
seconds
for.
remaining.
Cheesy brood at the end. What does NIP go? I still like the Puck. I think Puck is quite solid against the Axe as well. Ooh, okay. This is an old Fata hero. It's been a while since I've seen him play since he played as a DK consistently. Seeing a bit more DK in these qualifier or in these group stages, than we've seen recently in the minor. Okay.
Look at Axe's hat. Oh my goodness, what is he wearing? I'm big into the leaf here, Mr. Axe, but your hat, not so sure about it.
What are you talking about? I love that hat. So you can't.
He looks like he's been gnomed.
Gnomed? It looks like Harry Potter's sorting hat to me.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
The eyes are weird. I didn't know hats that covered your eyes and give you glasses. That's a bit odd.
Not a fan of the eye holes.
Yeah.
So what do we have?
Yeah, don't let Axe see. If you're gonna go with a void, you gotta go full eyeless draft.
Blind Axe, yeah. Get anti-mage in there as well. So X-Nova Chen again. This time it's going to be maybe playing the Lesh, shifting Arme onto the Void, of course. FY Tusk, one of the classics, and Chalice playing the Axe. Ninjas in Pajamas, Fata, DK, Ace on the Weaver, 3-3, Bristle, PPD, Maiden, and Saxa playing the Earthshaker. I've got to say, I like NIP's draft more. I feel like their laning stage, their mid-game team fights, their tower taking is pretty potent. LGD very reliant on outplays, on outskilling their opponents. You know, shard blocking, big chronos, blink timing on the Axe is going to be super pivotal for them.
I'd like to agree with you, but I want to play devil's advocate here, so I'm just going to go with LGD. I think they have the potential to completely outplay NIP. They have the safer draft NIP for sure, but the Faceless Void can have a huge impact. And early Axe, which is sort of uncontested in lane, not like Weaver can do much to this kind of hero. They have relatively stronger lanes, earlier proposition, and the Chen can guarantee some good tier 1s.
Final game of the series. It is 1-1 in this best of 3. As PSG LGD take on Ninjas in Pajamas. Get ourselves into the laning phase and find out what we're dealing with, shall we? Last game of the group stage. We're here to take you through it.
Are we going to get the full EU upper bracket? Or will NIP drop to the bottom to show that they are the weakest out of the EU brethren?
We'll find out now.
Yeah.
LGD, the Chinese squad, Chalice with double stout shield. Heading down to bottom, ready to punch some creeps. FY Orb of Venom. Looks like they want to play pretty aggressively, cutting wave and hunting the Maiden. Make sure she can't stack, pull, or manipulate the creep wave and leave that Weaver under tower to farm. Mid lane is going to be your DK against Lesh. Both of them looking for any sneaky ward placement coming out of one another. And then Earthshaker with Bristle matching up against a Void and a Chen. That's going to be a real interesting lane. You know, Bristleback against Void. Unable to get rid of the Quill Spray stacks. Can mitigate some of the damage with Time Walk, but 24-second cooldown, scaling down to 6, of course, at level 4. Pretty long early levels. Bristleback is pretty good at chasing these heroes down and keeping that damage going.
Yeah. I wonder what the play here is going to be for NIP. They play the Bristleback in 2 forms. Either complete farming early, try to get that early level 2-3, and then start being aggressive with the Nasal Goo. Is there a fight already down bottom? Okay.
There is already. Chalice was banging his drum with his bare fists. Fisher comes out.
Oh.
Chalice just about wanders up the staircase and back to safety. So 2 for 2 bounty rune exchange across the map.
Right. So going back to the point is the Bristleback for 3-3 gets paid essentially in 2 different ways. Either the farming role waiting to level 3 to be aggressive, or level 2, level 3, or a more aggressive role right from the start, knowing that you're up against a melee core and a support that can barely do anything against you. However, Ame goes for a time lock and kind of flips the script here. Because with level 1 time lock, this Bristleback has to be much more careful. Boy can actually pack a punch.
Oh man, look at him go. Does get some Quill Sprays out, and now Arme's the one in trouble. Six stick charges up his sleeve, but the Quill Spray stacks are too powerful. They are strong. The salve is there. It comes out, but it's not going to be good enough. Surely, NIP have his number. Arme through the trees. He'll die. Brought to his knees by the Bristleback of 3-3. Goes for that aggressive play. Misses out on a full creep wave. And also gets taken down.
I don't mind the time lock build that he decided to go for, to be honest. And actually, thank God for the Chen. Has a Divine Favor level 1, so he can still bring it back to level. But the fact that he decided to play so aggressively so early is just kind of dangerous. Because you let the Quill Spray stack upon you. You have no way to essentially disengage. You don't have boots either early, which would be great to disengage against the Bristleback. You put yourself in a bad position unnecessarily, where you already had superior attack damage in the lane anyway.
Yeah, you've done your damage to the Bristle. You stuck around, 2 hits, too long, and you pay the price. Bottom lane, it looks like Axe, dragging creeps back. Nothing amazing happening over there. Mid lane, we see the Earthshaker rotating in. Looking for an angle to catch, maybe. Nothing doing just yet. Bottom lane, seemingly boring. Top lane, not so boring. 3-3 with the help of the Fisher there. Catches X-Nova. Bristleback in on for another target, another kill, and 2 for nothing. 3-3's Bristleback off to a cracking start. Already has a bottle. Tons of regen purchased up. Won't be losing too much gold here. None, in fact, as he buys out all of his unreliable. Will respawn in a few seconds and returns to lane. Full HP, full mana with bottle in hand.
Okay, I like that play there by the Bristle. I think that's the way they like to play 3-3 sometimes, just kind of aggressively hope to get that kill. Not necessarily going for the Chen, I think. They were going for the double creep, or the single creep wave with Jungle Camp as well, but he got both at the same time, so 3-3 quite happy with how that turned out. Early bottle as well, ensuring that you have an easier lane time. And the bottom lane, the action is starting as FY being harassed. Weaver gets the kill. That's a level 3 swarm, as opposed to going for 2 points to Shikuchi early, guaranteeing that the Weaver has some killing potential.
Chalice does stay alive with the creep wave in tow, but this Saxa Earthshaker already causing problems for LGD. Rotates from top to mid to bot, and even if he doesn't find kills, you can see the way that maybe is playing. He's tentative, he's not comfortable in this laning stage just because Earthshaker's lurking. He's hunting. Arme finds a kill top. My bad. Too focused on the Saxa rotations. It was FY's rotation top that does gather it up. Chalice being chased though. Saxa level 2, so doesn't have a point in the passive just yet. No aftershock to really kind of activate or get activated by the enchant totem. Try and do some chip damage here to Chalice. Make sure they hold a stun for that TP out. Fisher should be that stun, or maybe not. Chalice is turning around and fighting the big red man, punching into the Earthshaker. Still being battered by PPD with that little Nova coming out.
Even if he does force the Earthshaker away there, Chalice does lose the creeps he was going for. So a good steal there by PPD with a Crystal Nova, of the Centaur especially. He is, however, beating the Bristleback in terms of farm. Now punches the Weaver's face. Ace the target. If they have any way to get vision of him. Way too fast anyway, they're going to let the Weaver go. But they are rotating. Are they considering? Maybe only level 5 and already thinking of going down bottom.
He wanted the action rune, sorry. Arcane rune got picked up by Maiden. So that empty bottle now for the Lesh. A little bit awkward for him. 3-2 in this early laning stage. NIP really are setting their mark on this game. Ace pretty low on HP though, has to be wary of the spins of Chalice coming through. He can eat a tree. He's been given a tango by his buddy.
Yeah, he's okay for now. It's difficult to finalize the kill on this Weaver for now. Top lane, we're seeing a bit more action from 3-3, who's starting to be aggressive against the creeps. They're actually committing a lot just to stop some of the Chen creeps getting those bounty runes. The first engagement down bottom as well. PPD stuck in the Berserker's Call. He's gonna die himself. Chalice immediately TPs, knowing that Ace cannot quite kill him. Instead, Ace switches objectives, goes for FY, but loses the swarm, which means they can't kill either of them. FY. Why did you not wait for your buddy there, Chalice? He was just getting to the shrine. Unfortunate.
Oh, did he
FY has to go all the way back home.
Oh, yikes. That's unfortunate.
Your support, man. You don't get a right to live and get HP. Ooh, nice fissure mid though. Look at that. Maybe stuck against 3. Fought to even level the Dragon Tail, and poor Maybe is dead.
Good grab, good rotations. PPD and Sax are both there, as they also get the Dragon form out from the Dragon Knight. Pressure that tier 1 a touch. As they still keep Saxa in the mid lane. This time though scouted by X-Nova. He's brought observers, he has the vision. FY getting into the position. Wants to maybe make a play on Fata here, but it's difficult with these 2 supports lurking in the vicinity. Tried to trap the Maiden just below the ramp with the shards, unable to get the job done perfectly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This does mean that top lane left completely alone, Bristleback versus Void in a 1v1, as Chalice chased, down by Ace, PPD off to the right-hand side, snowballed upon, and they've got FY here with that tag team to beat down into the Crystal Maiden. PPD is a goner, but Sax has actually arrived right on time with the Aftershock and Chan into the Fisher combo. They lock Chalice in place for Ace to get the takedown on the big red boy.
This is the classic PPD play. Sacrifice your life for a better kill. You know what value means. You take out your calculator, and turns out you get the better trade there. So Chalice losing his life, especially the fact that he's an Axe, is quite major, right? Because you usually want to snowball with this hero, get an early Vanguard. He is going to have a okay timing for Vanguard around minute 8 or so. Well, 7:30, 8. But still not the perfect timing you'd expect on an Axe. And still going to be lagging behind for that Blink Dagger. Similarly, Ame, because of his build, very defensive with maxing Time Walk first, is not going to be able to get too many chrono kills early. At least not on the tankier heroes in the NIP team.
They are protecting Fata with everything they've got. FY's Tusk, the only one really showing in that mid lane, and they've gone from protecting Fata to playing aggressively on Tusk, which opens up an attempt here with the chrono and the arrival of Maybe to look towards this Fata DK. He's a tanky boy though, halfway through his HP as he turns to fight, but he's finally brought down. Arrival from Ace's Weaver here, low HP with 13 wand up his sleeve, can turn and battle. As that split Earth off the mark and not catching Saxa, leaving them with 1 kill to their name off the back of the team fight. First chrono of the game. It comes out, but you can see how hard it is for LGD to dish damage out towards heroes like DK, Bristleback, even Weaver to a large extent. It's going to be tanky this game.
Yeah, it's what I mentioned. You know, you have 1 point in Time Walk, your damage is still quite lacking. It's not like more points would make much of a difference against the DK, but you're relying essentially as your on the Void's initiator, as the chrono initiator, not so much as a damage dealer just yet. But the movement there from the Chen, from X-Nova, quite important there, managing to keep the stun up and ensuring the kill on the DK. However, as a trade, NIP will now take this tier 1. They do lose the DK down in the mid lane, but at least they take a tier 1 for it. So it's not that bad. LGD now the top lane. Ame could be in trouble. There is a rotation here from the DK. He has a Dragon Tail. They're hoping to taunt out a Time Walk. Nice job. Time Dilation comes out. Can they still kill him off? Time Dilation stopping the cool spray stacks, but Ame just barely getting that Time Walk away to the trees. As in the middle lane, they're closing in onto 3. At least us considering this. There goes the Snowball. Now the Battle Hunger onto PPT, the easiest target out of the 3. Go for the easiest of kills. Happily go home afterwards.
The 8-1 charges that Ame had. Toggle those treads to Agi, pop the wand, Time Walk away to safety. Really nicely done to get away from that play. 3-3 forces the Time Walk to begin with, allowing Fata to backstab with that Dragon Tail. LGD on the offensive now though, actually making a play towards their top lane where the tier 1 used to be. The call doesn't quite connect with 3-3, and now Ame realizing that this is not a fight or a place he wants to be in. Fata, he's got the breathe fire across the 2 of them. Saxa does die back in the dire jungle, I believe, but it's Ace we're going to watch dancing forward towards Chalice and Ame, but no commitment. Yet again, NIP very tentative, defensive with their aggression. The rest of LGD is coming in. They want to force a fight fully around this with a catch onto Ace, so they force the time-lapse back. He's already expended that ulti, but he gets away from the call. The stuns arriving just in time, but the chrono, beautiful from Ame onto the 3 of them, and they open up with Maybe now, able to get the damage onto that Weaver. Dead for 20 seconds. 3-3 might be the next target. They've time-lapsed up PPD, or dilated up even, on this Crystal Maiden. Nowhere to run. stuck by the side shot. Brought down by Chalice.
Wow, that was a really well-placed chrono there by Ame. Ensuring that you catch 3, 1 as well, half outside, so you can actually get the melee hits in as well. And they managed to get the kill on the Weaver, which is the most important one they were looking for there. Also, very nice taunt there by the Chen, forcing the time-lapse early so they could actually dust the Weaver, and he had no chance of dispelling it with a time-lapse. Well played there, LGD. Those kind of team fights are the kind of executions that you expect from a team that's playing this harder draft. You need really good execution with this Void. You need really good execution with this Leshrac. But if you manage to get it off, the results are glorious. And here they showed it off. Ame, next item being the Maelstrom, so he can farm a bit quicker and also has more damage than that Chrono. As he builds up damage, he'll stop relying so much on teammates' damage in the Chrono and be able to get solo kills himself.
Most certainly will. And we're also looking at a pretty good timing on Chalice's Blink Dagger. 300 gold away, and that will offer them further initiation, but also that dogpile effect. If Axe blinks in, gets a call on the Weaver, on the Bristleback, whoever it may be, the natural reaction for NIP is to, respond, to try and save that target that's been blinked and called. But that sucks people in for a big Chrono of Ame, potentially. And that's going to be what we look towards in the coming fights, is that back and forth, the play between the Axe and the Void. Chalice down to half HP top. Medallion from Ace, but a snowball save. FY comes in to try and keep this Axe alive. The TP is coming through from the Void. Maybe it's cleared up Saxa elsewhere yet again, finding that backline fight. Stomp onto DK, but we've got the Bristleback chasing FY. Oh, you Tusky boy, you are sad now, huh? 3-3's Bristle closes that one out, and maybe could go for X Nova at this point. He's only got 2 braces and arcane boots, but apparently he's taking on the world. 3-3 sent skywards. Here's Maybe with the chain stuns and the magic damage, pummeling him into the ground. A mega kill streak for your Lesh will be secured for LGD.
If you notice there, that team fight, obviously your camera didn't catch as you were elsewhere, but the Ame, the Void, just chased after the Weaver for quite a while, forcing him out of the team fight. Was forced to use the Mask of Madness offensively, and unfortunately that is what stopped him from completing that kill. Very good, sorry, not Ame, Ace. Very good team fight there, positioning by Ame, ensuring that Ace has to get out of the team fight, can't really help your Bristleback. You put the Bristleback in a precarious position where he has to just take the blunt of the damage so that they don't go on the Weaver themselves and can't kill your carry. And because of that, LGD gets another nice kill in the team fight. Well played there, though, by the Void.
Really?
Now Chrono, the solo kill we're talking about, EPD.
I didn't think he would. That's a 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah, but it's early, right? You know, it's a Virtus Pro style. Well, you have your ultimate, use it. Otherwise, it's being wasted. It's full efficiency.
Sure. Just cast your spells.
Just cast your spells whenever they're off cooldown.
Well,
I mean, I'm not joking. Some teams really... There's a big change in philosophy, or I guess split in philosophy about when to cast your ultimate. Some teams, especially in the early game, will cast their ultimates to kill whatever. As long as they can get the kill.
They're going on Bristleback. They've got the kill. So it was all a bait. That's why he's Chrono the Maiden. He's Chrono the Maiden to say, hey, NIP, I've used my Chronosphere, by the way. They send a hero top feeling pretty damn safe, but FY there with the 4 points in tag team, the 4 points in time lock, and that Mask of Madness going wild. Bristleback, he doesn't like to be hit by time dilation. You know, this one little skill point from the Void really does ruin the Bristle's day. No more stacks.
It's all you need. You don't need more. Like, the other skill points are more for the extra cooldown, honestly. The 6-second duration is already enough to completely stop the Bristleback from being effective in a team fight. It's massive. And will it take a tier 2 down bottom? There's a rotation here for the Bristleback. This could be dangerous. Axe catches in the Berserker's Call. There's 4 Bristleback against 4. They double stun him. Yep. He's just facing his own death. Goodbye, 3-3. And they're considering going further for this tier 2, but still don't know where the rest of the team is. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Void together with the Stusk. Going for Saxa. Tag team plus Walrus Punch. Good enough to get the kill. There's team fights going all over the map. There's PPD also in a bad position. They battle hunger him. They have a blink in 5 seconds. PPD going to the Roshan pit, trying to use that Roshan as a denial. They don't let him with a Yule Scepter. They even Ice Shard the Weaver, so he can't get back home. Wow, LGD splitting around and getting all the kills they want.
Yeah, a play down bot, a play in their jungle, a chase towards that top lane. Everywhere you look, LGD causing chaos. This Blink Dagger on the Axe. Beautiful reveal. splitting NIP in 3 ways pretty much. As this Chen is able to drag people from lane to lane. You know, you see him bottom now. He's setting up with creeps. They know the Dragon Knight is alone down here. So all they need is a Tusk to hit Ice Shards and snowball in. Not quite getting part A right. Fata's TP's on CD, but they're not going to find him. Or are they? Maybe FY could sneak into the trees. Fata's safe.
Like, Did you miss the attempt top where they were going for the Weaver?
Oh yeah, I miss everything, dude.
Okay. Why do I even bother asking? They try to go for the Weaver. They got a nice Berserker's Call, but Ame, even after 4 or 5 hits, did not get a single time block, which is unfortunate.
Yikes.
They could have totally just killed Ace in a single Berserker's Call.
And Chrono's back up, hey? It's
yeah,
time for LGD to go and make plays.
full efficiency, man. It's just use it whenever you can. Get those kills. It'll be back up eventually. That's how time works. It's linear.
Full efficiency. NIP defending bottom, Radiant tier 2. The blink call catches Weaver. Chalice here with the chain stuns from maybe X-Nova. Can you pump the damage forward? Ace gets away barely with the Shikuchi and now turns to look to fight. With the Hand of God there, they keep everyone safe and sound with a blink echo from Saxa. Not a blink, just a walk in an echo. Ignore me, I'm dumb, but they'll turn with the Yules. And maybe's there with that Pulse Nova, shredding 3-3. But he's surviving ever so barely. Snowball in will connect to his back, but he's tanky enough they can't punch forward. Fata's there to defend and bodyguard him back, but a Chrono lands. And this Arme Void wants blood. He tastes it in the water and he gets the Weaver. Chalice again with a blink call. Onto 2. Urshiga's gone. Jumped into the ground and Arme wants 3-3. Bash into the back and a double kill for your Void means NIP are down 3. 2 remain and they might just lose their lives. This may be Lesh shredding the Dragon Knight. Didn't stand a bloody chance and the tier 2 is going the same way. Ceases to exist.
Fantastic there, LGD. I think... Oh, is the Void still chasing? Yeah, PPD has no chance.
That's a 5-man white.
Chase him right into the base. How are you supposed to go against that? There's the you-know-what's cooking line. Okay, popular in the eastern circles. LGD plays that so well. You have the Chrono as your big teamfight spell, sure, but a much lower cooldown, still very effective teamfight spell in Berserker's Call. Allows you to take teamfights constantly without depending so much on the Chrono. You always have that stun. Meanwhile, Leshrac putting out the magical damage, while Void puts actually, both of them are kind of mixed damage carries, as both Time Lock and the Maelstrom are magical damage from the Void. So, thanks to that, LGD is able to just completely stop NIP. They don't know what to do. They're constantly being caught out. The Weaver just doesn't have a chance to even breathe in these team fights. X-Noah's positioning with those Centaurs has been magnificent. Almost always getting the chain stun. Very well played, LGD, honestly. It looks like we're seeing a different team this time.
Yeah, it's crazy how synchronized they are. I was so sure that Earthshaker, 18 minutes in, Saxa, you know, he's close to blink, doesn't quite have it just yet. If he'd had that ability to counter-engage into LGD, would have been beautiful. Void wants to set up top. Doesn't have Chrono for 25. Saxa blink dagger now, 150 gold away. Arme makes his move. With that time walk forward, he pops the dilation out, but he's been stunned up. There's the Dragon Tail in, the Snowball coming to save him up, but it's not in time. FY, ever so barely, misses out on that attempt to save the Void, and with 4 heroes, 5 from NIP in the vicinity, they find 2 quick and easy kills, which they can convert into Roshan potentially.
Let's see if they will, because LGD, 30 seconds till Void comes back. I mean, is that enough time for them to take the Roshan with the Bristleback? It seems like it. It is utility. They have a Solar Crest on the Weaver as well to add to that Roshan take.
Chalice! The Blade Mail! Oh my god! It's doing so much damage, but it's not enough. He's being taken down. Freezing Field is there from PPD. And Ace will hurt him back quickly. Maybe needs to Yules him up. Weaver sent into the air with a split earth there. He's brought back down with a thud.
Chalice.
And Chalice is still up and running somehow. He's blinked away. He's safe. Oh, he's home safe and sound. X-Nova might not be so lucky, though, as he is chased down by Ace. Weaver will find the kill in the back line, but Weaver and Axe both survive. Roshan also survives. Void is now alive, so LGD have defended Roshan perfectly.
Dire are scanning.
I mean, I don't know if that was defense as much as just delaying the time, and now they even catch a DK in the mid lane. Where's his team? Nobody near Fata, which means Fata is just dead to the Sledgetrack's magical damage. Destroyed by PSG LGD, and that's a much more important kill than X-Nova's Chen, and you even got to defend the Roshan in the process. LGD is just dancing circles around NIP, who's starting to lose it a bit. That positioning there, or the choice of Fata to just go to the middle lane while his team was away, was not the best one.
So that play there is like a pretty common one, where, especially in the mid lane, when you're having a standoff around Roshan, you pretend like you have 4 heroes behind you, because most often you do. 99% of the time, you have 4 heroes there nearby as the DK, you know, kind of where Ace and PPD are right now. You expect the Radiant to be holding that high ground. LGD took the chance that he was alone, and it just so happened to be right. I think LGD make that surprise play. They call the bluff of Fata and that DK mid, and it works out beautifully for them. So I don't think it's like the wrong play by Fata. It's just him playing as he normally does, and LGD that one step ahead.
Okay, that's a very good point. Thank you, Karis, for the insight. As LGD does get that kill, though, it doesn't matter too much because they don't end up transforming into any objectives, but it does give them a bit more breathing room to complete that BKB on the Void. Something that, as we were talking earlier, is the kind of item that can really turn team fights around. Once you see this BKB on the Void, what do you do against him? Nothing. He's gone once he gets that BKB off.
He surely is. Fata also wants to be God. BKB queued up. Nearly complete for the Dragon Knight, in fact. Not too far away, about 800 or so. LGD making a move, though. Dust for Chalice here. They want to find the Weaver. The Void showing on lane. Chrono ready. If they can find a fight near this tier 3 bottom, it's a high ground attempt for them, no doubt about it. Level 4 Edict already up for maybe, of course. That tower push is going to be there. Sat back in the pocket for now, this Lesh. Low mana, TP's home, in fact, to regen back up. But has the boots of travel to rejoin the fight, and the Chen, of course, to drag him across the map.
Okay. And now LGD, it's time for them to start playing. Well, just start to farm and hope for a bad initiation by an AP. Completely surprise him with BKB pickups. However, this initiation might be good. They go for the axe. He's quite tanky. We saw it this last team fight. Blade Mail activated. They can't quite keep hitting him. The Split Earth catches him. And the Dragon Knight stuck in the Chrono. Very good zone on Chrono. The choke point. Can they kill the DK in time, though? Fata survives this whole Chrono. They need a bit more damage. Void just get the last time lock combination used. Oh, the Berserker's gone to 3. That stops the DK and guarantees that at least Fata goes down. And the team fight for now is good. And that will continue to harass him. There's the Echo Slam only into the creeps, just to give this poor Earthshaker some space, and they divide the team fight right now as they go for the Bristle back, turn him around with the Berserker's Call, and finish him off with Void's damage. Meanwhile, the creeps still going forward. The Travel Boots on the Leshrac to ensure they can get another one of these kills, but they're only going to find the Crystal Maiden, a simple support, but at least an extra kill in this engagement. 3-0 for LGD. Actually, 4 as they find Success still in the back lines.
Ace, the only one left standing. The ability here for LGD just to chain kill after kill. Chalice Axe has been spectacular. Blink calling. Number of people. Like 3-man blink calls. Pretty much every single fight at the very least. Always knows where these choke points are to land them beautifully. And into Roshan they go. Respawn time on NIP. Not too bad here, but it looks like they'll be too late. FY going to block them out with some shards. Aegis about to be claimed up by Arme. 3-3 wandering in towards the pit. He's made his move and he's gonna have to sleep in the bed he's made right now. Doesn't get blocked up by the Ogre as he chases Chalice. Axe is down on the low ground, kind of trapped here. Arme turning, forcing himself to fight into Fata as the snowball drags Chalice out of danger. I can't believe he's done that.
Tips. Yeah, that deserves a tip. That was fantastic. Well, after that, NIP, they don't have much of a will to fight. They even catch the Weaver Split Earth. It's not gonna miss. They have vision of him. Can they kill him in time? Ace, they keep him stunned. Ooh, you see their time last second, but they still catch him with a Berserker's Call. Forcing with a Blade Mail. They can kill Ace a second time. Come on, they get it. LGD finish off this little insect, and now they have to face PPD's Freezing Field just to zone them out. The Ice Shards to give some vision, stop Saxa from running away, but they can't quite catch him in time.
So close.
They CPing to safety.
So close, LGD. So finding some bonus kills there. And throughout all of this, Arme has shoved top tier 1. Still has Chrono ready to go for this next fight.
Radiant's top
Fata.
tower has fallen.
Finally gets his BKB delivered. Blink Dagger is here for
Is that going to
Saxo.
make a difference?
I honestly don't know. He's being punched to death by the Void.
Yeah.
Like, but you
Like,
did say,
usually-
you know, Time Lock and Maelstrom, magic damage. Void is relying pretty heavily on that. They've got to catch mid onto PPD. Axe dunks down on the Maiden.
You're lucky Axe didn't use
3-3s, Bristleback can do nothing but wait and watch as the Chrono chop onto Earthshaker. Ame. Oh, the time lapse back. The Axe Scepter there. Saves Saxa thanks to Ace, but Ame's not done just yet. Keeps moving on forward, aggressively playing in towards these NIP heroes. Might have overstepped his bounds a little bit now, though, as he gets stunned up, but they've got Maybe in the back, dealing with Ace, and a time walk away will get the Void out of harm's reach.
Well, that Scepter that's a great choice, actually. Against the Chrono is a really fantastic choice. If you notice as well, LGD is concentrating those Chronos on the DK. We were just mentioning this, right? BKB might not be so effective because the Chronos, it's just Chrono DK and pummel him to death, but if you manage to time-lapse him, that's it. That's how you win the team fight. So, it's actually an interesting idea by Ace. He's going full utility. They might kill the Void here. Can he time walk in time? Even with the healing from the Chen, not good enough. Now here's a time walk. They can still stun him though. Have an Echo Slam ready. Ame gets a time dilation at the very least. Echo Slam commit to this. They have a Dragon Tail changed on him perfectly. And Ame will die. This is a classic Ame play. I am winning so much. I think I'm God. Oh, wait, I'm not.
Whoopsie, my BKB's on cooldown. Accidentally. Gives away a life there. Good move by NIP though. Feeling it out and realizing that this is the way LGD play. They have one hero splitting out a side lane, and they rely on that Chen to bring them back down to a fight that's meant to happen bottom, but it's Leshrac who's overstepped now. Chalice blinks in to try and save the day with a plate mail there. They will play forward with FY catching. Saxo's gone, and a snowball back into the midst of it all. A two-man split. Earth connects, and Weaver's dead. Oh, LGD don't even bloody need their Faceless Void. This maybe Leshrac is destroying people, but FY's Tusk is god tier.
Gonna find the tower here in this bottom lane. Tier 3 destroyed. Go for the melee racks. LGD. How do you stop them right now? The zoo is banging at your door. They have their Bulk Edict ready again. And those racks will fall. They might consider a tier 3 as well in the process.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're going for mid lane. They've taken full lane bot. Shifted into 5th gear, and away we go. LGD with another Edict may just be able to take this second melee barracks. Fata trying to deal with them as best he can. LGD giving up for now. They've been fissured. They're still committing though. Maybe wants this building so badly. He'll get it, and now retreat time. Bail away, LGD. Give away the X-Nova, just walk back into them. No? They're not chasing. NIP is so afraid.
They can't. I mean, this time, it's similar to last time where you're kind of lacking the mobility and potential to actually catch one of the LGD heroes. This time you do have the catch as opposed to LGD's last game, but your mobility is just not sufficient to stop something like a Void or even a Leshrac, because they can counter-initiate easily. Chalice has been fantastic with those Berserker's calls as well. And, oh. Down.
Hey. It's getting spooky up in here.
invisibility.
Chalice fully spotted by that nice little obs ward PPD put down. NIP just clearing out mid-wave. They know they need to deal with bot and mid, but they need desperately to take this team fight to guard their top tier 2. They're shoving all the way down mid lane. They're going to try and force LGD to back away from objectives to try and take the fight on their terms.
See if they can take the tier 2 up top so they can actually threaten the Maya creeps next time they go. I mean, they only have a ranged Rex in the middle lane, so they might just keep this push going and actually force the guys at NIP to move back. Can NIP even take a good team fight here? They're going to be forced to. They're waiting for the potential TP, perhaps a Berserker's call. The Chrono's ready as well.
If NIP were hoping for LGD to fall for that trap, they've got another thing coming.
Fireworks for LGD. You can hear them.
They do finally back up.
Radiant's top tower
Waiting for those
is under
bounty
attack.
runes.
Guide to the impurities.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Weaver is down here. Got the swarm onto the Lesh, it looked like, but no commitment from NIP. They're so tentative. they see these heroes that theoretically they could jump on, but they're always afraid that the numbers advantage is there for LGD just because this Chen, with the backup he brings, is lurking in the shadows somewhere, ready to strike. Oh, speaking of, Shadowblade for FY's Tusk now. Even more ability to stab that backline, find the Crystal Maiden, hunt for the Earthshaker to stop the Blink Echo is going to be super, super important for LGD. Because Saxa is the big way back into the game for NIP. Blink Call will catch. PPD found by Chalice. There's the axe from Weaver, but the Void goes in with a 3-man chrono, and he's got every target he needs. Earthshaker, he's trapped. Ace is dead for 60 seconds. Saxa's a goner with no Blink Echo. NIP don't stand a chance. The buyback from Maiden, I don't think it's going to do too much. They'll get 3 heroes, 4 in quick succession, and GG is called. LGD take the series 2-1 over NIP.
They get the revenge, Gareth. They managed to make it to the upper bracket, force NIP down to lowers, which means EU will not have